The teams for MCC Scuffed have been announced, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even think this event was real when it first got announced. These are some of the most interesting teams I think we've ever seen, and I'm excited to see how they do. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's just get right into the teams. First up, we have the LLAMAS, with Skeppy, Awesome Dude, Bad Boy Halo, and Ponk, with a Season 2 average of 7,248. Now yes, as you noticed, the teams are out of order, which makes sense. Personally, I thought it was going to be something in the tournament that was going to be scuffed, like the games or something, but making everything, including the team order, scuffed and the logo, does make sense and kind of fits the brand a little bit. Also, even the player logos are scuffed, so that's cool. I don't know who drew these, but whoever did is pretty good artist, considering it looks like it was hand drawn on a Microsoft sketch or whatever Microsoft art, whatever it's called. Anyways, yeah, this is a pretty cool team. I like it. It's got a nice vibe to it. It's just that there's not really a leader here. Maybe Awesome Dude. Awesome Dude's probably the leader here, but I don't think he's that great of a leader when it comes to leading by himself. I feel like this team needs an S tier like Sapnap or Dream, but Dream's not playing, and Sapnap's probably not in this event if he's not on this team. So yeah, I don't know how well this team's going to do. Probably a bottom 5 team, but nonetheless, cool team. And yeah, I can't wait for what the rest of the teams are, because this is interesting. Next up, we have the AQUA AXOLOTLS, with Antfrost, Connor Eats Pants, Tubbo, and Red Velvet Cake, with a Season 2 average of 7,478. Now, again, we have Ant back on AQUA. The team profile, or the player profile pictures are scuffed, especially Tubbo's. Holy wow, that looks really not like him, but also at the same time kind of does. His hair is always like that, I feel like. Anyways, interesting team. I guess Tubbo and Antfrost duo is pretty good, considering they're this is one of the strongest duos in the event. Connor and Velvet, I don't know if they've met before, but Connor will probably be a vibe with this team. This team will actually probably be pretty funny. You have the Antfrost and Velvet duo, of course. And yeah, the team averages are kind of low, but I guess that doesn't really matter considering it's scuffed, so that makes sense. But nonetheless, cool team. Probably a top 5 team. I'd probably say fifth or fourth, maybe a bottom 5 team, but most likely, if Antfrost does, top 5 like he can do now, they'll probably get like 4th or 5th. Nonetheless, amazing team, I guess. I don't know. They are. It is a pretty cool team. I'll stop talking now. Up next, we have the Purple Pandas with Vixella, Dr. Gulan, Cryptic Zeus, and Water Breathman with a Season 2 average of 6,157. These profile pictures actually look a lot like their actual ones, especially Water Breathman's. I'm just gonna call him Water Breathman from now on. Why not? That's funny. They should have changed his background to blue, so it represents water instead of fire. Anyways, this is an interesting team. I guess Scott really likes nerfing Fire Breathman. He hasn't MCC 29. Wasn't particularly a strong team. It was a vibe, don't get me wrong. Blue was a vibe last MCC, but it wasn't particularly strong. Same with this team. This team, I don't know if it will be a vibe, because I don't know how much Fire Breathman knows any of the simmers, but he didn't really know many of the blue players either. So maybe, yeah, it's similar vibes to MCC 29 Blue. Either way, this is probably one of the weaker teams. Again, probably a bottom 3 team, but nonetheless, it's still cool to see Water Breathman continuing to be in MCC. Maybe Zeus can get top 20 this time, because maybe all the simmers can get top 30 this time, because it's a scuffed event. Maybe or maybe not, I don't know. We love the simmers either way though. Next up, we have the Yellow YAKS with Mr. Gaming, AMZ, Filza, and Blushy with a Season 2 average of 6,660. I don't know what to say about this team, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Jimmy has ever met AMZ or Blushy before. Maybe Blushy, probably not AMZ. I know Jimmy and Phil have talked before, so that's cool. But yeah, I love how it's Mr. Gaming, and also his profile picture looks a lot like him actually. Same with Phil's. His hair's probably brighter than usual. Anyways, still cool team, I guess, but I don't know how much of this team actually knows. Or I guess they know each other, but don't really know each other, so I don't think the team chemistry's there really. But yeah, they're probably a bottom 5 team as well. Maybe, unless Philza decides to go off again at Rocket Spleef Rush, unless the games are scuffed. I expect the games to be scuffed. So if they are, maybe Phil can still get first in Rocket Spleef Rush, and maybe he won't. We don't know. Hopefully he will, because if he doesn't, his team will probably do pretty badly. I'm sorry. Still, cool team. I think this is not one of my favorite teams, but I do respect it. Up next, we have the Blue Bats with Gemini Tay, Flip, Largest Beans, and Smager with a Season 2 average of 8,033. Yeah, this is definitely the strongest team so far. You have Joel, who's like guaranteed top, 12, top 15 now. Smager, who's also can easily get, top 15. Flip, who excited to see him back, because Flip is also like a top 25 player. And Gem can also get top 25 on a really good team. And I think this team is a really good team considering it's scuffed. Considering it's a scuffed event, guys, this is a pretty darn good team. Very well rounded. I actually don't know how Flip is probably not that rusty at Minecraft, but he's probably rusty at MCC. So hopefully he's able to get some practice days in there to help out his team. And yeah, this team actually could end up winning the scuffed events. That'd actually be scuffed if Smager won the scuffed event, right? I don't know. This is confusing, man. Nonetheless, probably my favorite team so far. Very well rounded, good team. Next up, we have the Pink Parrots with Grian, LD Shadow Lady, Shovel, and JoJo with a Season 2 average of 8,440. Now, I did not see Lizzie coming back into the events, but as always, she is always welcome. So that's cool. Grian's profile picture actually looks a lot like his actual one. He actually might keep that one. If he does, that'd be cool. And JoJo's actually looks a lot like hers too. Anyways, yeah, this good team, cool team, definitely gonna be an actual vibe. This team is actually not really strong, I guess. JoJo's probably not going to try on this team. This team will probably just be for fun because it doesn't have Pearl or Rambo. But it will still be interesting to watch this team's POV back to see how JoJo does without trying. She'll probably get like top 10 or top 15-ish. So probably JoJo will get around like 8th or 9th or 10th around there, I would guess. And yeah, all around good team. Their best game is probably Build Mart, actually. Yeah, it's probably Build Mart. Really solid team, though. Up next, we have the Green GECKOS with the Orion Sound, Punz, Krinios, and Becky Mon with a Season 2 average of 8,304. Now, it's cool to see the Punz and Krinios duo back. I don't think we've seen this duo since MCC 13, the legendary MCC, of course, where they won together. So that's cool. Actually, a pretty strong duo because they're both top 10 players. And if Punz has like a top 10 player on his team, most of the time he gets top 5, not always. In MCC 2080 he had a top 10 player in Sparkles, but he didn't get top 5, so hopefully this time he can get top 5, which I think he actually will. He'll probably get like 4th or 5th, maybe 3rd, and Krinios will probably get like 9th or 10th, maybe 8th. Ollie, of course, always getting top 25 these days. Same with Becky, and Becky even could get top 20. All around, solid team. Actually, this is definitely a top 3 team, in my opinion. I think Punz is actually going to want to win the Scuffed MCC after kind of disappointing everybody in MCC 29. No offense. I know I'm pretty sure he called himself disappointing, even though he did almost get top 5. But I think Punz wants a little bit of a redemption here. So if he wins this, that's going to be cool. If Krinios doesn't try, I don't think this team's going to do that well. But I think Krinios is going to try because if Punz wants to try, I think most of the time his team also does try. Really strong team. Their best game is probably a PvP game. No, probably a movement game. I don't know what movement game, but some movement game this team is probably really good at. Next up, we have the Red Rabbits with Sylvie, Hannah, Tap W, and G Nelly with his Season 2 average of 7,850. Now, guys, I don't know if this is like, planned or anything, but I'm guessing because they turned it from Tap L to Tap W, that means we're going to get a Tap L win. So, yeah, Red Rabbits are winning, guys. It's confirmed. Tap W in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tap W is probably I really want to see Tap L actually try because his name's now Tap W. That'd be sick if he got the W. Like literally, that'd be so cool. I don't know who the leader's gonna be on this team. It's either Hannah or Tap L, of course. I don't know. Maybe Sylvie leads in some games, maybe Meltdown, but I'm guessing Hannah and Tap L will be the main leaders here. I don't really know. I guess Hannah will probably because she's kind of like louder, I guess, than Tap L usually is. Tap L's kind of a laid back leader in some ways. G, of course, is a good role player to have. So if Tap L, tries and is a good leader here, I think this team actually could do pretty solid. Probably top 5 in like 90% of the cases. I think this team is top 5. Probably 4th or 5th, I'm gonna guess. Remember to check the comments down below to see my final, not my final, but my current rankings. Yeah, check the comments down below. Up next, we have the CYAN Coyotes with False Symmetry, CPK, or PPK, I guess, Pearlescent Moon, and PeteZahHutt, with a Season 2 average of 8,462. Alright, guys, this is literally just MCC 29, but take out Jimmy and Kara and put in False and Pearl. Very interchangeable teammates, I'll say. That's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying very interchangeable in like the skill sets almost. I guess False would be kind of like the Jimmy replacement, and Pearl would be like the Kara replacement. Either way, still a pretty cracked team. What did Lime get? Lime got 4th or 5th in MCC 29. So this team will probably do that unless they do better and get a better game order, which they actually might, or maybe probably not actually, because it's MCC Scuffed. Let's be honest here. They're not going to win. If they couldn't win in MCC 29, they're going to win. I'm kidding, guys, of course. They definitely have a chance of winning. I just don't know because we don't know what the games are going to do to the players yet. So I really can't say if they're going to win or not. But like always, a top 5 team because you got freaking PeteZahHutt and CBK. I mean, what else could you ask for? And last, but certainly not least, we have probably my favorite team or second favorite team in the Orange Ocelots within the Littlewood, Rambo, Sneegsnag, and Kara Corvus with a Season 2 average of 7,593. Wow, this team is not what I was expecting. Kind of saw. I read Rambo's name wrong. Ranbanoon. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I kind of expected Sneeg to be in this because, like, I don't know, Sneeg just gives off that scuffed vibe sometimes. And same with Rambo because he literally uses whatever that font is called, the font that you have. Comic Sans, yeah, he uses freaking Comic Sans, bro. That's scuffed to start with. Anyways, all jokes aside, this team's actually really pretty well rounded. I don't know. I guess maybe Sneeg and Rambo got the rust off. Rambo definitely got the rust off in MCC 29, literally getting 5th place. Sneeg probably got the rust off, so hopefully we can see a top 15 performance from him again. Maybe not because he's now with an S tier. But yeah, this could show us kind of what he's made of without an S tier. The leader here is probably Sneeg. Actually, it's probably Martin or Sneeg. I don't think Rambo would take the leadership role here. But this team actually could do pretty well, and it reminds me a lot of Orange from last event. They start off strong, and I feel like they will get. I feel like because they don't have like an S tier, I don't know, they kind of won't do well in the games that they're not great at. So that's where I'm worried that they'll do really well at the games they're good at, which is probably, I don't know, probably Parkour Warrior, some movement games, and a couple other, like maybe a Sky Battle. Maybe they do good in one of the Sky Battle rounds. I don't know. But yeah, they'll just kind of like get their good games first, then get their bad games last, because they don't really have a definitive leader in an S tier. They'll kind of just like sink down, kind of like Orange did in MCC 29. So hopefully they don't suffer the same fate. But at the end of the day, it's scuffed. I don't know what's going to happen. For placement, this team's probably a 6th or 7th place team, I would guess. I hope they're top 3, but I think in reality they're probably going to be 6th or 7th. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for all of the MCC Scuff teams. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below if you did, because I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out a ton. And comment down below what your favorite team was, and who are you watching for this event, because I'm really interested to see what you guys, who you watching, what's your favorite team, because this is a very scuffed and very interesting event. Anyways, click on one of these videos to keep on watching my content, and as always, peace.